Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Our program will begin momentarily.
This is the new International Truck, a company that's moving forward, setting a new course for the road ahead. We are driven by a mission of uptime, with the best product quality in our history and the industry's newest lineup that puts drivers first. Trucks designed for maximum endurance. Trucks that drivers want to drive. Trucks that deliver with their brawn and their brains. And a new engine born with uptime in its DNA. The new International Truck is moving forward. With on-command connection, better connected solutions that improve productivity and reduce operating costs. And through a dealer network that's second to none today and committed to the relentless pursuit of getting better. From connected technologies that accelerate service write-ups to new ways of thinking that improve service dwell times. North America's largest dealer network is determined to remain its best. The new International Truck is focused on the road ahead, exploring new solutions, emerging technologies, and connected innovations. And with the global alliance with Volkswagen Truck and Bus, we are more determined to charge ahead than ever before. International Truck, leading the change, reshaping the future. The new International Truck has emerged, and we're taking uptime to a whole new level.
Please welcome to the stage Navistar Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer, Percio Lisboa.
Hey, thank you, and welcome to the North American Commercial Vehicle Show. I'm Percio Lisboa, Navistar's Chief Operating Officer, and today we have several announcements we'll be making, and you'll get the opportunity to see several products firsthand. But first, we want to give a brief update on the company, the international truck business, and most importantly, the future. Several years ago, we started a journey to transform Navistar. The vision was really simple. Create a leaner, more nimble company now with a focus on what matters the most, our customers. We introduced a new mission to lead the industry in uptime, and we're very serious about that. And with determination, our people got to work. The progress of the past several years has been remarkable. You can see it in the company's improved financial position. And more importantly, in each of the new products that you're going to see here on display this week. Perhaps what's most exciting, though, is we already have begun to write the next chapter of our story. Over the past 2 years, we have been introducing new products every 4 to 6 months. It started with the HX series, our heavy premium vocational truck, and next came the LT, a truck featuring not only outstanding uptime and fuel economy, but also with a design with the driver in mind. We introduced the RH series, a truck that has optimized features for regional haul. And just 2 weeks ago, we introduced our new LoneStar, featuring the same iconic styling, but an interior that has been completely reimagined. And in a few minutes, you'll see the new HV series, our newest vocational work truck. We haven't only been introducing new trucks. This past spring, we introduced our new 12.4-liter engine, the International 826. This product started with an initiative we called Project Alpha, our internal effort to rethink how we design engines. Actually, we put a team together and gave them one single objective: to develop an engine that will set the new standard in uptime. And that's the International 826, an engine with uptime in its DNA. This engine is also the lightest in its class. It is the quietest engine that we offer in any of our vehicles. Furthermore, when paired with the LT series, customers can get as much as 9% fuel economy improvement versus our 2006 model year engine paired with the ProStar. Customer demand for the 826 has been very strong. We have more than 3,000 orders to date, and we expect demand for this engine to continue to grow as more and more fleets experience it for themselves. Well, beyond the new products, though, there is something bigger happening here, and that is the commitment we have to lead the industry in uptime and to design our business model around it. Each and every day, our teams develop new ways to deliver on this promise. And this is what I mean when I say we are writing the next chapter. When we introduced the On-Command Connection, its purpose was really to provide remote diagnostics information for fleets. This platform has expanded over time, and so far, we have so many more benefits added to our fleets. And today, On-Command Connection is leading the charge of change.
Today, no industry is going through change more rapidly than transportation. That's why we're committed to driving the future of connectivity within your business like never before. You can either follow and try to keep up, or you can lead. At On-Command Connection, we're not waiting for change. We're leading the charge of change. We revolutionized remote diagnostics, and we're not stopping there. Today, our On-Command Connection solutions are growing to new areas which allow you to harness all your transportation data and make sense of it quickly and accurately, giving you control at your fingertips. We're pushing the boundaries in connected services and leading the charge of change by listening to what you want, recognizing your needs, and delivering business solutions so you can take command and be smarter in all that you do. Staying a step ahead, harnessing big data into information that's relevant to your business is the road we are paving. Take command of your uptime like never before with On-Command Connection, leading the charge of change.
Well, which leads us to our first announcement. We are pleased to announce plans for the newest feature for On-Command Connection, something we call live action plans. Live action plans, they predict when a part is going to fail before it actually does. These are prognostic models developed using both our field service intelligence and algorithms developed through big data analytics. When certain adverse conditions on a vehicle are met, On-Command Connection alerts customers about the potential repair. the parts needed for the repair, and the training required for the repair. Furthermore, if the repair is performed as instructed and the vehicle is under warranty, Navistar will pay for the repair. In other words, we can tell customers that we will proactively identify problems before they ever happen, recommend a fix, and pay for it before anything fails on the truck and the customer experiences any downtime. That's what I call uptime. We will begin piloting live action plans in the coming weeks, and the solution will be made widely available for customers in 2018. Now, there is a second part of this announcement. Today, we are pleased to announce that On-Command Connection now features Automated Driver Vehicle Inspection Reporting, or ADVIR. Automated Driver Vehicle Inspection Reporting relieves drivers of much of the paperwork required in the vehicle inspection process and ensures that best practices in inspection and reporting protocols are always followed. This solution is fully integrated with other On-Command Connection tools and services, including On-Command Connection telematics, remote diagnostics, and electronic driver log. We are very proud of how far we have come. Today, our product quality is the best it has ever been in history. This company has embraced our mission of uptime in every part of our business. It is more than marketing speak, believe me. It is a rallying cry for our employees and our dealers. I'm confidently saying today that we are back. But let me make one thing very clear. Our work is nowhere near complete because our goals are much bolder, much grander. We aren't just here to play. We are here to win. We look forward to celebrating these future successes with you in the months and years ahead, especially 2 years from now at the next North American Commercial Vehicle Show. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Navistar Senior Vice President, Global Product Development, Denny Mooney.
Thank you, and good afternoon. We've made significant investments in the international truck lineup over the last 3 years. And today, we're not only the industry's newest lineup, I think we're the best lineup. And we continue to build momentum across each one of our market segments. You know, inherent in each one of our new designs is a promise for uptime. Products with the durability and the reliability that customers demand. You know, we were also the first to introduce what we call Driver First. It's our design philosophy anchored in designing trucks that drivers really want to drive. Now, this idea started with the LT series and is now carrying on with our vocational models, and you'll see that in a minute. So now let's talk about what's new for international truck. You know, experts say you should never play favorites with your children. You should love them all equally. And I have 3 kids, and my youngest daughter is my favorite. No, don't tell her that. Well, it's hard for me to do that here because this truck is one of my all-time favorites. The LoneStar launched in 2008, and it took the industry by storm. You know, its design broke all the rules, combining dramatic styling with outstanding fuel efficiency and driver performance. And it quickly became the envy of all long-haul drivers, company drivers, and owner-operators alike. And I would say now it is an industry icon. And 2 weeks ago, in conjunction with the Driver Appreciation Week, we introduced the newly redesigned LoneStar. The vehicle makes its debut on the floor today. The new LoneStar features the same bold styling that made it famous, but it received a number of driver-centric enhancements. We redesigned the doors on this vehicle. We redesigned the pedestal mirrors. And both of those, although they might seem small, improve visibility over the previous model. In addition, the doors swing open at a greater angle, allows better entry and egress. Inside the cab, the vehicle now offers an all-new interior, offering all the improved ergonomics and a more modern look and feel. The interior is now shared with the LT series, which actually brings commonality for fleets that operate both styles of trucks. The new LoneStar also features our best-in-class HVAC system. It's also standard with the Bendix Wingman Advanced Collision Mitigation, and we were the first in the industry to make that standard. Under the hood, you'll find the Cummins X15, featuring the lightweight single-can aftertreatment. This, combined with other drivetrain improvements, offers about a 3% fuel efficiency improvement over the previous model. Now, this vehicle is available to order today and will be in production later this fall. Next, I want to talk about vocational trucks. So let me start with the HX series, a truck that made its debut back in 2016. We introduced this vehicle. We said this was the proof that we were serious about getting back in the vocational market. The 4 models we introduced have 2 different BBCs and 2 different front axle locations. And we've expanded the coverage into areas we really haven't played in a long time. And we're not stopping here. Today, I'm happy to announce 2 major enhancements to the HX series. First, we'll be offering the HX 520 and 620 models with the 51-inch short sleeper. Now, these models focus on heavy-haul tractor customers who need the strength the HX delivers, but are really looking for more room inside the cab. Now, this truck will be available to order in October of this year. Second, I'm pleased to announce that we will soon be offering the HX 515 and 615 with the all-new A26 engine. Now, this engine is ideal for vocational applications. This is a market that's very, very weight sensitive. And this engine is the lightest 13-liter in the market. This engine's perfect for applications like concrete mixers. It's also the quietest engine, which once again drivers really appreciate. So the HX series with the A26 will be available for order in May of 2018. And we're not done yet. We have exciting news to share with you regarding our severe service lineup. So let me be first to introduce the new HV series. Now trust me, this one is out of this world.
Today, we are pushing new boundaries. We have reached a new horizon in Uptime. We built a smarter approach to serious work.
International, we are ready to begin launch sequence.
A work truck designed for drivers.
Commence system check.
Designed for the toughest applications on Earth.
All stations report.
Designed for faster body integration and simpler programming of body controls.
Body builder, go. Time and logic, go. On-command connection, go. All systems are go for launch.
Welcome to the future of Uptime.
Launch sequence initiated. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
You know, the HV is designed to deliver a smarter approach to serious work. And it delivers that in 3 ways. First, and maybe most importantly, it's uptime. The truck has been redesigned with uptime in mind, starting with the powertrain, the 826. Next, it's all about driver first. We redesigned this truck from the inside out, imagining a space that works for drivers that operate these kinds of trucks. And last, integration. The HV series is designed for easy body mounting. The Diamond Logic electrical system allows for multiplexing and fully programmable switches for easier integration for bodies onto the truck. And now, many of you might not realize just how different this is, because one of the things we didn't change was the hood and the grille. The vehicle was designed from the inside out, and you have to get inside to appreciate what we've done. To show you what I mean, let me turn it over to Mark Stasel, our Vice President of Vocational Trucks. Mark will walk you through the details. Mark, it's up to you.
Thanks, Denny. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm really excited to be able to show you the interior of this HV International product. I'm proud of what the design team has done on it, so let's take a look and get started. So first of all, to have a good interior environment, you have to have cab structural integrity. So one of the things we did on this cab is this is a newly redesigned door. This door is twice as stiff as the previous door, which really improves our seal compression and our sealing, which means no more air leaks and minimized wind noise. Let's take a look inside. When entering the cab, you can see it's really easy and safe. You've got three-point contact with the pocket on the door, which is dual designed to be a grab handle, the grab handle on the inside of the cab, and the first step. Also notice that we've spaced the steps very evenly on the way in for an easy climb into the cab. Here we are. What a great looking office. Keep in mind, as I take you through some of the features today, that all the design decisions on this cab, on this interior, were driven by feedback from over 100 commercial vehicle customers. That's all part of our driver first, part of design from the inside out. So let's start with visibility. If we look at the door here, the first thing you can see is we've lowered the belt line on the window. We've also removed the vent window post. All of this results in a nice single large piece of glass to look through, which really enhances side visibility and also makes it easier to see through the front as well. By doing all of that, the other thing we were able to do is we were able to take the pedestal mirrors and move them farther forward. That allows the driver to be able to look straight and only turn his head a lesser amount, 15% less to the left to see the mirror and 5% less to the right to see the mirror. So it doesn't sound like much, but over a long day on the road, it's just less muscle fatigue, less neck strain. As we move back to the center, the first thing you see is the beautiful new premium gauge cluster. This is the same cluster that's used in our newly updated line haul products. So it's in the LT, the RH, and the LoneStar. The colors, the fonts, everything about this new instrument cluster were chosen in order to really enhance readability at a glance, since that's really important for our customers. In addition, there's a nice customizable display in the center. And that's nice because it gives the operator a chance to put in there what's important to him. So he might want to track real-time fuel economy, or he might want to watch axle loading. Anything he wants to put in there, virtual air gauges, he can do. If we come slightly to the right of the gauge cluster and down a little bit, we have our new stalk shifter. This is a really great innovation that makes it very easy for the customer to be able to select gears or modulate his engine braking without ever taking his hand very far from the steering wheel. That's important so that his hands are near the wheel at all times. He's also not hunting around for a push button shift modules or for engine braking switches up on the instrument panel. As we move farther to the right, you see the new wing panel. We refer to this as the wing panel dash. It's been totally redesigned, and given its design and the stalk shifter design, it provides a lot more knee room for the driver than we had before. There's also a center vent we put in this wing panel since feedback was we needed more air sometimes to the center passenger in a three-man operation. This new wing panel also houses our new HVAC system. This is a very powerful heating, ventilation, air conditioning system that employs the latest automotive technologies for heating and cooling and reliability. It's got a really neat feature, a max defrost feature. You just hit a button for, and when you do that, it puts hot, fresh air against the windshield. And through our testing of this system versus all the competitors, we know we can clear a windshield faster than anyone else in cold weather. That's really important because that means less minutes for him waiting for the windshield to clear and more uptime. This wing panel also houses up to 30 customizable switches. You can see a few here. These switches are large, so you can use them with a glove. They've also got large text labeling on them, and they've got recognizable ISO fixture symbols as well. They've also got programmable indicator lights that can be programmed to show up to 7 colors. So that's really nice. So for instance, since it's connected to our Diamond Logic system, you could use those to show the driver that he's triggered a safety interlock event. So for example, the driver's finishing his day up. He's been out using an aerial lift. He's stowed that on the vehicle. He comes back in the truck. He selects drive with the stalk shifter, but the vehicle won't move. He immediately looks over to the switches on the right, and he can see that there's a flashing yellow light on the switch that is used to stow the outriggers for the truck. He instantly realizes he forgot to stow his outriggers. He flips that switch, the outriggers are stowed, the flashing yellow light goes away, and now he's able to put the transmission into drive and go forward. So something that just makes his day a little easier. It's one of those ways that we like to say we've got the driver's back on some of those types of things. Okay, if we move all the way over to the right, the last thing to talk about is the panel over on the right is the power distribution panel. You can see it there. It's inside the cab where it belongs, away from the elements. It's also got no exposed wiring, so it's very easy to service. And we've also designed that so if a drink is setting up top and spills, it's got a gutter system that routes the liquid away from the electronics and out of the cab. We know that works because during testing, we had a big gulp and poured it all over that panel when the lid was on top of it. And when we opened it up, the electronics were bone dry. So I hope this gives you a little idea of some of the features we've designed into the new HV interior. We think customers are absolutely going to love it. Back to you on stage, Denny.
Mark, thank you. That was great entertainment. It's quite an impressive truck, isn't it? As you can see, we've been busy the last few years, and we're excited about getting these trucks in real customer hands. I know they are going to love them as much as we do. So with that, thank you very much, and have a great afternoon.
Please welcome to the stage Navistar Chairman, President, and Chief Executive Officer, Troy Clark.
Okay, hey, thank you all very much. It's great to see you here, many of you once again. I've had a chance to chat with a few of you before our press conference started. Hey, before I get started, I first want to introduce some very important guests that we have joining us here today. We're pleased to welcome the leadership team from Volkswagen Truck and Bus to Atlanta and to the inaugural North American Commercial Vehicles Show, including the CEO of Volkswagen Truck and Bus, Andreas Rentschler, and CFO, Matthias Grindler. And if you would join me, everyone, giving them a nice welcome to Atlanta. You know, it was just a year ago I had the opportunity to attend for the first time the IAA show in Hanover as a guest of Volkswagen Truck and Bus. Just weeks before, we had announced our global strategic alliance, and as part of their press conference, Andreas Rentschler and I drove onto the stage in Germany in a ProStar. Well, let me tell you, Andreas is a lot better driver than I am. And we chose to not do that here because I didn't want to injure anybody in the crowd. We have a little tighter space, but look, we'll find the opportunity to do that in the future. When both companies first announced the Global Alliance last year, we outlined a series of initiatives where we believed we could be stronger if we worked together. We saw an opportunity for both companies to reduce costs by leveraging combined global scale. We identified opportunities for joint development programs for high-value components like powertrains. And we discussed ways to explore advanced technologies together. What excited us most about our new relationship, however, was the fact that we both saw the world and the future in a very similar way. We both saw how quickly the connected world was coming to trucking. Our solution, On-Command Connection, was a pioneer in remote diagnostics in North America and had a head of steam behind it. their solution was on a similar path. We both saw that electrification would become more prevalent in our industry. Several years ago, we introduced an electric truck named E-Star that was probably a bit ahead of its time, but we never gave up believing that there is an opportunity for electric and electric vehicles in the North American commercial vehicle market. Our alliance partner shares a similar vision. If you remember, they introduced an all-electric MAN tractor at that very show last year. I'm more excited about these opportunities today than I was even a year ago, and that's because we are thrilled to be making 3 significant announcements this afternoon regarding our future products. First, let's talk about our powertrains. We believe a proprietary powertrain is important for Navistar, it's important for our dealers, and most importantly, it's important for our customers. Yet, we also understand the challenges of developing proprietary diesel technology on our own. It requires significant capital investment and therefore significant scale to really do it right. And that's why we are announcing more detail around our future powertrain plans. Navistar and Volkswagen Truck and Bus have agreed to collaborate on fully integrated next generation diesel big bore powertrains for North America. And these will be scheduled to launch in our heavy duty products as early as 2021. 2021. Further details will be announced at a future date. Next, let's talk about connected vehicles a little more. Our On-Command Connection platform is growing by the day. Earlier this year, we announced that On-Command Connection would be expanding beyond remote diagnostics and would now provide a complete telematics solution. On-Command Connection telematics officially went on sale this past summer. And of course, you heard Persio talk just a few moments ago about some of our newest features. We've stated many times that the future of our industry will more heavily rely on connected technology, and we want to ensure that Navistar continues to be the leader in that space. So today, we are pleased to announce our respective companies intend to converge our connected vehicle activities. On-Command Connection and Rio, their digital brand, to a Volkswagen Truck and Bus global connected vehicle platform. The first step will be the adoption of a common in-cab connectivity device, or sometimes referred to as hardware. This will serve as a major step towards creating a global connected platform covering roughly 650,000 vehicles worldwide, making it the world's largest global ecosystem for commercial vehicles once our migration is complete. What's this mean for the future? Look, migrating to one single hardware device worldwide will unlock future opportunities for sharing applications across all of our brands. And this also clears the path for a common cloud and cloud applications platform as well. Finally, let's shift gears and talk about electrification. Electrification in our industry continues to gain acceptance. We've seen this in the passenger car market and in a few key commercial industries like transit buses. In particular, we see a growing demand for electric transportation in urban areas where congestion often leads to air quality issues. Policymakers worldwide have actively pushed for widespread adoption of electric vehicles. France, the United Kingdom, recently announced plans to end sales of gasoline and diesel automobiles by 2040. And many speculate that China will be the next country to make a similar announcement. Look, one of the biggest hurdles to electric adoption has been the price of that technology. But with growing demand and increased competition, the cost of that technology continues to fall. Since 2010, battery costs have dropped approximately 16% per year. And lower prices increase the value equation for customers and will accelerate the rate of adoption. Finally, electric vehicles can have practical benefits to commercial vehicle customers. They have fewer moving parts than traditional internal combustion engines, making them easier to maintain and delivering greater, if you've heard it once, you've heard it many times, uptime. The bottom line, we believe there will be a market for electric vehicles in North America, and Navistar is committed to serving that market. And that's why today I am pleased to announce that Navistar plans to introduce an electric-powered medium-duty truck for North America as soon as late 2019 or early in the 2020 calendar year. We believe the Class 6-7 vehicle is the ideal place for electrical powertrain solutions in the near term. Got an abundance of packaging space, and these vehicles typically run short distances and can return to a depot typically to recharge at the end of the day. Our alliance with Volkswagen Truck and Bus is allowing us to move much more quickly into electrical propulsion thanks to our ability to leverage their technology investments and components in segments of the market where we think they apply, and we already are a leader. So there it is. 3 important announcements, each demonstrating the progress we've made in our global alliance with Volkswagen Truck and Bus in really a pretty short period of time. So let me just finish, though, where Persio started. And that's by saying that Navistar is now writing the next chapter of our story. What's that chapter look like? Time will tell. But I'm confident in this. Unlike any time in our history, we are positioned to win. And we will. We have the products, we have the dealers, we have the partner, and most importantly, we got the will to win. We know what it takes. We have the resolve that's needed to fight the next battle and the one after that. This time is ours. Thank you so much for your attendance and your interest in International and Navistar this afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our press conference. At this time, investors, please meet at the info counter to the left of the stage. Media, please walk to the area of the booth corresponding to the color of the star on your International Truck badge. Dealers, please exit the booth and meet behind the Uptime wall where the host will escort you to the shuttle back to the Westin.